guys, happy week 2. We're sharing the space with my crazy cats today, but we will make it through. Today we're going to do a single pathway breathwork exercise. We're going to do a yoga practice that is based off of your menstrual cycle, so it's going to help with menstrual cramps. It's a really easy, quick one, so that if you're on your period and you really don't feel like getting anything done, it will help with your cramps. This one you need like a wall or something to put your legs up against. And then we're gonna finish with the chakra meditation that I tried to do last week. So let's start with the breathwork exercise. You're gonna have one hand up to your nose because we're gonna be plugging one nostril for this. We're gonna do it for a count of 8. So cover your right nostril and breathe in through the left. Then cover the left and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through that same right nostril. Plug it and breathe out through the left. Breathe in. Switch. Breathe out. 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 And relax. Okay, so for the yoga practice, we're going to start in extended child's pose today. So bring your knees as wide as the mat, and then sink back in. Reach out as far as you can with the arms, and keep the hands active. Next, we're going to come up onto all fours to do some cat-cow. Your hands should be directly underneath your shoulders, and your knees should be directly underneath your hips. When you're ready, we're going to breathe in. Arch the back and look straight up for cow pose. And breathe out, curl the back, press into the tops of the feet. For cat pose. You should be flexing the abs. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Next, we're going to move into downward dog. So bring your hands out a little bit in front of you, curl the toes under, and invert into downward dog. You can pedal it out for a little bit if your calves are tight. Find what feels good. And when you're ready to find stillness, press in through your fingertips and then reach your heels down to the ground. Your stomach should be creating a little bit of vacuum, bringing the belly button up towards the spine. When you're ready, lift that right foot to the sky And bring it all the way forward and through in front of you for a pigeon pose. We're gonna drop that back leg and stand nice and tall. If you want to sink deeper into it, you can go onto your forearms or all the way down to the ground. When you're ready, we're going to lift out of this the same way we came in. So plant the hands down, curl the back toes under, and down into downward dog again. When you're ready, lift those left heel up to the sky and bring it all the way through in front of you again. Begin standing nice and tall. If you want to sink deeper, when you're ready, this time we're going to be seated with legs out wide. We're going to do a forward fold here. This is really good for period cramps. It helps stretch out the organs. Keep the feet flexed as you're reaching forward. Don't worry about looking super flexible here. This one is for feeling good, not for looking good. But always keep the hands active. We're going to raise it up nice and tall. We're going to bring the left leg inward so that just the left leg is out straight. Then we're going to do a little side stretch here, again to massage the organs. So keep these toes flexed. Bring the left forearm to the ground and take the right forearm up and over to reach towards your feet. It's totally okay if they do not reach the feet. Try to keep your heart open as much as possible. And breathe into it. This one is a little uncomfortable, but it's so worth it. When you're ready, we're going to switch sides. So the right leg is outstretched, the right forearm is going to the ground. Going to take the left arm and reach it above, all the way towards that right foot. Remember to keep the heart space open as much as possible. And flex that right foot. And return to center when you're ready. We're going to go into butterfly stretch. Butterfly is my favorite when I'm in a lot of pain. So bring the feet together right out in front of you. It doesn't matter if your legs are way up here or way down below. We're not focusing on that. We're focusing on the fold today. So when you're ready, hold on to your feet. We're going to bend at the hips. And we're going to bend over like we're looking into a pond right in front of us. Maybe breathe in and extend. Breathe out and go further. Breathe in and extend. Exhale and fold further. If you have a little bit more in you, you can do one more time. This is the exercise that we need a wall for. This is just an easy one to do if you're like going through your day and in a lot of pain and you just need something that's going to relieve it real quick. This wall stretch, I call it the L stretch. So you bring your butt right up to the wall and bring your legs straight up. So you make an L. Doesn't matter if you're flexing or pointing your toes. We're just doing a little inversion here. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna lay all the way back on our backs, feet extended out in front of us, hands out like a T. We're gonna take this right leg, bring it into your chest, then we're gonna move it all the way across the body, keeping your shoulder blades on the ground. You can further the stretch by looking towards your right hand. Remember to breathe. Back to center, and we're going to do the other side. Bring that left foot up. Bring it all the way across the body. Maybe assess what side feels better or worse. And maybe look towards your left finger. And return to center. We're just going to windshield wiper the knees a little bit. So to one side and then the other. Finding what feels good. Again, assessing where you may be resisting. And then our final move of the day, we're going to go into an extended butterfly. So feet together. Let your knees just drop where they do on the side. Keep your lower back on the ground as much as possible. Maybe flex your abs to help with that process. And breathe. Together, extend them out in front of you for Savasana. Relax into this posture. Assess how you're feeling. Decide whether you're going to join me for the chakra meditation or not. And relax. Okay, if you're going to join me for the chakra meditation today, find a nice tall seated position. Again, if you need some assistance, put a pillow or a blanket underneath your butt, and I'll actually do it, so you know what I'm talking about. If you have something underneath your butt, it's easier for you to stay seated in a tall position longer. So if you have a hard time staying in a meditative position, this is a really good hack. You can either be seated like this, you could be seated on your knees, whatever feels good. But when you decide, find some stillness. I like to have my hands open on my knees, but it is totally yogi's choice. When you're ready, find some deep breaths and some stillness. After you found some stillness here, I want you to bring your attention to your root chakra, the very base of your spine. I want you to imagine roots extending from the base of your spine down through the ground into the earth. I want you to imagine pulling pulling energy up from the earth. I want you to imagine this energy as a bright light, pulling up through the earth, entering into your root chakra. I want you to imagine all of your basic needs are met. You feel secure, you feel safe. You feel a bright red light illuminating from this chakra. Imagine it building and growing as you breathe. Next, I want you to imagine that bright light moving its way up the spine to your belly button, the Sacral Chakra. I want you to imagine a bright orange light emanating from this place. I want you to imagine your inner child, your creativity, your intimacy, all nourished and all thriving. Imagine this light growing, still pulling up through the earth, into this chakra. As you're breathing, imagine this light extending further up your spine, right below your rib cage, your solar plexus chakra. Imagine a bright yellow light emanating from this area. This is your seat of power in this world. This is where you get your self-esteem, your confidence. This is where your power lies. Imagine it thriving, imagine it growing. Breathe into it. With the first 3 chakras in alignment, imagine this light growing even further, extending up to your heart space. Imagine a bright green light emanating from your heart space, the color of spring. It's a place where love exists. It's a place where you feel connected with everything and everyone. Breathe into it. Imagine it growing. Still pulling energy through the earth, imagine it traveling all the way up the spine into your throat chakra. Imagine a bright blue light emanating from your throat. This is where you speak your truth. This is where you have your voice. Imagine this power growing. Continuing in an upward motion, imagine the area right above your eyeballs, in the middle of your forehead, your third eye chakra. Imagine a bright indigo light emanating from this chakra. Imagine your intuition growing, your inner voice growing. Trust it. Imagine this power growing inside of you. Now with your body in total alignment, imagine this upward energy breaking through the top of your head, Imagine the area right above your head, a bright white or purple light. Imagine a 1,000-leafed lotus on the top of your head, your crown chakra. This is where spirit lives. This is where your consciousness, your subconscious, your connection to the universe lives. Imagine the power emanating upward through your entire spine, through your third eye chakra, and then exiting through the crown of your head. Feel the power and breathe into it. Assess how you feel. Do you feel in alignment? Did you feel any resistance in any of those chakra areas? Don't judge, just assess. If you feel good and you're ready, start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe pet the kitten next to you and open your eyes. Thanks for joining me again. Namaste.